Okay, so before we get on with the second episode of this series, it's come to my own attention while looking at stuff that when it comes to predicting which team will win in a given match, we're choosing, who we think will win, not who we would want to win. And I just need to know that that's going to be the same through the Fantasy League. We're always just looking for the winners. Statistically, with probability, there is absolutely no bias whatsoever. None. Hello, humans beings of the internet. This is Ryan from Immaterial Gamers. This is week 2 of the Immaterial Gamers Fantasy League, which you'll be seeing during week 3's games. Don't worry about it, it's just how it is. Back to the unscripted madness, not 7 pages of notes to describe what the heck we are doing. Just as we do. So, before we carry on, this is the leaderboard from week 1. Duncan with his healthy 5-point lead over Martin and then everyone else, and a 3-way tie at the bottom, just confirming who's bad. But it's only been 1 week, it's only been 3 games, we've got another 2 games to go and then another 7 weeks, so let's look into predictions. So, on the screen we've got D's predictions here, again, so going for those top teams, but has decided that some not applicables need to happen. They feel that G2 versus Australis, no one would get a Baron, and well, in G2 versus Schalke, they'd get everything but a Herald. And then we got Darius and Duncan, again choosing the big teams to go through. Darius, though, deciding that Australis will beat G2. Sure. That's how that is. Then we've got Martin and myself. And again, now that we've got a week's worth of games, we can, choose some stats. Tough one predicting Schalke versus SK, because they're both playing okay. But, we'll see how that goes. And then Stefan and Terry. Now, Stefan has done what he does, which is, if you actually look at the predictions, he takes lines out of everyone else's predictions to make his own mosaic of guesses. And Terry has gone for all the weaker teams from the previous week, but that's not his fault. Well, he actually is. He missed the deadline for the predictions, so I gave him some. And we'll see if that'll backfire. I mean, look at Schalke versus G2. Surely nothing will happen there. With that, we'll move on to the rundown. Right, here we go. Friday, Game 1, XL versus Mad Lions. This should be a good one. Well, it certainly was for Mad Lions at the beginning. A nice early first blood. And then, good first Herald, uncontested. Still using Ivan as a sort of character. They carried on the dominance with a nice brush hidden dragon. And used good old Herald on a bottom tower to clear that first. They also took a Baron, again another brush hidden Baron. And, got themselves a comfortable win against XL, which is a shame, but they'll get better. Shulker versus SK. Now, this was one of the tough ones that we didn't know whether we were going to get, and well, first blood did go to the football named team, but Dragon went to SK as sort of chased off through that. Herald was taken while this bottom fight was happening by Schalke, and just mid-tower just comfortably taken without shot at Herald. I believe there was a whack on it before. Now, Mundo doesn't usually do Mundo things, not generally a strong character, but this quadra kill. Mundo got a Mundo. We'll see you next Mundo. Because why not? Right, let us move on to the Baron fight, which happened after a dragon fight and comfortably taken by Schalke, who then proceeded to sort of win near the end with that. So, that's 2 down, 3 more to go. G2 versus Australis. Now Darius was looking for good things from the rebranded Origin team, and well, First Blood sort of worked. Goodbye Wonder. Dragon, though, went G2's way, and over time, things got a bit more interesting. Herald, comfortably taken by the entire Astralis team, while Reckless just cleared a wave. Tower was taken by G2, while Astralis was losing their jungler. And Baron, though, stolen. Before G2 then picked up a bloodbath worth of kills and beat the game. Sorry Darius, wasn't happening this time. Right, game 4, Rogue versus Misfits. And Dragon was taken by Rogue, just on the side, but lost the big team fight and lost First Blood to Misfits. Herald was taken by Misfits after a bit of toing and froing in the top river, but Rogue were the team that ended up with the first tower. This wasn't used effectively, and then this team fight, craziness, as Razork tried to go in for a steal, but it didn't work, and pretty much cost them the game. Rogue wins. Now, Fnatic versus Vitality. With the way that Fnatic have been playing so far, this could have been anyone's game, and, well, they made sure that First Blood was theirs at least. Along with good old Dragon. They needed it. They also went and took the Herald. So far, so Fnatic of back in the day. They used it effectively on the top tower, while Vitality did try to take a second tower, but it didn't work because, well, they lost the Baron to Fnatic. And the game. Fnatic swept. It took them 2.5 weeks, well, a week and a half, but, you know, we'll see. Now, Saturday, Australis versus XL. Could Australis, so get back into the game, could XL win? You know, they face the stronger teams, and they're doing alright. They picked up those first 2 objectives pretty easily. But Herald did go Australis' way. Tower also went their way from the top in the replay window. But XL held off Australis, who tried to just futilely push the middle lane, and they took Baron instead. And XL got themselves another win, bringing them to 2 and 3 for the week. Now Saturday's game against SK and Misfits. I don't know why I said that, but we'll keep rolling. First Blood went Misfits' way, just about. SK did end up with that first Herald though. Undetermined whether they got the skull crap. I'll check again. First Dragon went to Misfits while the top laner had to run. But the tower went SK's way not long after. So, Baron fight. Who took that? Well, it was, well, SK. It says it clearly on the top of the screen. No surprises. The win was a bit more of a surprise, with Misfits' relative strength. Now, Vitality versus Rogue. Rogue looking to keep their streak going and go 5-0, and, well, this match, they did kind of work for it. I mean, they got the first blood, but lost a kill not long after. They got a dragon. you know, comfortably. Herald, though, went Vitality's way in the middle of the team fight at a mid-tower for some reason. But Rogue ended up taking the bottom tower for the first tower of the game. Baron, Vitality just chased Rogue off. But they couldn't turn it around, and Rogue proceeded to eventually win the game. Now, Schalke versus G2. And G2 here also looking for their 5th win in a row for this split. Didn't start off well though. First blood in the bottom jungle. Dragon taken pretty easily. Herald also taken pretty easily, if not after a while. Tower taken by Shulker. Are you seeing where this is going? That's right, it's a sweep, because Schalke also took the first Baron of the game and withstood the G2 assault to get themselves the Nexus. Last game, game of the week, Mad Lions versus Fnatic, and dear god, this was a bloodbath. I mean, this first blood highlight is really, really long because the first fight was just bodies everywhere, and it kind of happened throughout the rest of the game. Now, Fnatic did end up getting that first blood, but things started turning around a little bit. I mean, they did also get the first dragon while a 1v1 fight was happening. They also lost the Herald to Mad Lions during a river fight, and there was carnage afterwards, but we can't just keep doing carnage. Tower also happened while kills were trying to be made, and it went to Mad Lions. Now, Baron was taken by Fnatic after not a comfortable team fight, but it took the 3rd Baron, maybe, I got my numbers wrong, but Mad Lions took that Baron and proceeded to win, shocking everyone. So, Week 2's standings. D ended up on top with myself at 31 points, Steph a point behind at 30 points. Let's see who's on the top so far. Duncan is still there with a 5-point lead over D, who's a point ahead of Martin, who's a point ahead of Terry, who's a point ahead of me over Steph, and then Darius is still there just about at 74, but it's another week. We'll see you then.